95 years ago, on January 15th, 1929, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born. Good Monday evening. I'm Tyler Lopez.
And I'm Amber Kriska. Thank you for joining us. Despite the bitter cold, Peoria gathered to commemorate the civil rights leader at the annual MLK Luncheon. Julie Rodriguez was at the Civic Center Luncheon and joins us live now.
Amber and Tyler, it was nearly full at all the tables as hundreds of community members and city leaders gathered to honor the late Dr. King. And this year's message was all about the power and understanding where you come from.
When you trace your ancestors, what are you tracing? What are you learning about? You're learning about your favorite subject, which is yourself.
Despite the frigid cold, Peoria gathered at the 32nd annual MLK Luncheon. This year's guest speaker was Dr. Henry Louis Gates, best known for his documentaries, Finding Your Roots. The scholar, professor, and award-winning filmmaker focused his speech on the power in genealogy.
It's about knowing your identity, finding yourself, and how much power that actually gives you.
For Gates, his passion for connecting individuals with their roots grew from his own personal interest in his own family tree.
This is the oldest Gates we've ever been able to trace. I never want you to forget her name, and I never want you to forget her face. That is my grandfather's grandmother, my great-great-grandmother, Jane Gates, who was a slave. And she was enslaved until Maryland abolished slavery in 1864.
Now, he's been able to help dozens of influential people find their own family roots, such as LL Cool J, Téa Leoni, and John Lewis.
And knowing about your ancestors is a way of knowing about yourself. My hero, the great physicist Stephen Hawking, said, it is the past that tells us who we are. Without the past, we lose our identity.
In honor of the late Dr. King, Gates announced the Martin Luther King genealogical curriculum that he hopes to make available and introduce in inner city schools.
We want to continue that dream of Dr. King's, and as they say, it's a day on, not a day off. And so, find some way, even if you're inside your home, find some way to commit to your community to make it a better place.
And Mayor Ali pointed to the city and county's Racial Justice and Equity Commission as an example of continuing Dr. King's work. It's made up of 100 people from diverse backgrounds who are committed to closing disparities that are based on race.